Alright, back with another video. So I done made it down here to California, whatever. I'm about 2 hours away from my drop, but from what I always been told, from what I seen on my maps, it's always a lot of traffic in California, so I'm gonna get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, drive my little 2 hours to my drop, because my appointment time is like 6 a.m., so I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, make it there by 5:30, because you gotta drive slow for some reason. You gotta drive 55 miles an hour, which is sickening, so do that, whatever. Hopefully I can get in and get out. But anyway, what this video is about is, I guess, as y'all know, I've been trying to find me another job to save some money, make some decent money, if I could become an owner operator, blase, and I was looking for another job today, hazmat, roll off, waste management, Republic, anything I could find that's most likely local, paying some good money, and don't have driving facing cameras, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to work hard for my money, and I don't want to be stressed making my money. Like I said, before I make any decisions, I'd rather stay here and do what I'm doing here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I noticed every job that was like kind of life-altering or life-changing for me, I never found a job. Meaning, every job that's been good for me always found me. I never really found no job was just outstanding. It basically goes back to my other video. You need connections, whatever. Because every job that I found, I always been BS, TMC, Knight, Grondike, just to name a few companies. But all my life-altering or life-changing jobs, it's always found me. This job, because I applied for this job, but the recruiter put me deeper into the company, outside the company, I'm gonna say it like that, and gave me this job. I was just looking for anything, and I ended up getting this job and ended up liking it and loving it. It's just not enough money for me. But that's neither here nor there. Like I say, it's a good company, all that. I have no complaints, just I need a little bit of more money. It ain't their fault, it's just how it is right now. But like I said, I'll just stay here until something finds me. But all my life-altering jobs always found me. ProAct was basically my first job making double digits, meaning being paid more than $10 an hour. That was my first job. I was walking to the pipe yard, my job that was BS that I found, or I seen somebody else had, whatever, and just applied and got the job. Walking back and forth to that job, guy seen me. Supervisor's name was Kobe for short. He's from California. I know he'll probably, if he was to see this video and hear me talking about California, he'll probably get on me, but he left California, so obviously, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that job or that connection found me. After he left, the job started going downhill. Is the reason why I left and got my CDL. The jobs I found after that, I think it's Hydrochem. It seemed like in plant jobs, I always try to miss you over if you have a CDL. If you don't have no experience, they'll try to use your CDL. They're like, okay, we got a CDL driver. Let's pay him regular pay, and if we need him, we'll throw him in a truck. How I know that's true is I tried to get one of the people I used to work with at ProAct. He was working for, I think, Clean Harbors or another division, one of the other divisions outside of Clean Harbors, something like that. And they was like, we don't have no CDL positions, and you know what I'm saying, but if we do need you to drive, we can put you over here. Like, no, I'm not finna work for y'all for this price. and then when y'all want me to drive, I can still get paid the same amount of money. That's not gonna happen. Because next thing you know, I'm gonna be driving all the time, and I'm gonna forget that I'm not getting paid CDL money. So I left that job where it was, and you know what I'm saying, I made sure I didn't burn my bridge and let the person know, you know what I'm saying, and he like, man, you bust your move. Nobody can make you do anything, and if you feel like it ain't XYZ, you know what I'm saying, my Detroit hard hitter, you know what I'm saying, you, like, man, it is what it is. So it was Pro Act, and then when I did flatbed for All Star Freight, when I was working for my uncle, when that wasn't going good, and I ain't gonna talk about that situation until I start getting paid off YouTube, so I ain't gonna really go deeper into that. But when I was working for my uncle, and was doing some repairs on the trailer, my other connection that found me a job that was life-changing or maybe was making me good money until that went downhill after that guy left. He found me, got me the job, and I was making 3 bands a week. That was doing a little bit after COVID when the race was just stupid up through the roof, and then it slowly started crashing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really life-altering. It was just, it was a life-altering experience because I didn't know what the race was doing because, you know, I wasn't the owner-operator. My uncle wasn't showing me the load board, showing me what everything was paying, so he was making good money off me, but I wasn't making good money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say family and business don't mix, you know. But for essays, it does work, you know what I'm saying, for some reason. Because I think white people too, I think it works for them too because they'll sell their nephews trucks and this, that, and the third, or they'll work with them, make good money, or they'll have them go get their own truck and XYZ. But we want us to work under, like, you know, we want each other to work under each other, or we want to be head honcho and XYZ. But like basically like the web band, and we'll say if we working under somebody and or something like that, we'll say the words, oh, you'll go work for the white man, but you won't work for somebody black. That's the thing that we'll say to each other. But you know, the white man gonna pay you and let it be what it be, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna wanna pay you the same way or pay you less or treat you XYZ or try to control or something. We're gonna make it hard. We're gonna over communicate or act like we know how to do the job better, and it's a whole bunch of BS. Y'all gotta comment down below if y'all know what I'm talking about. I probably should separate the videos because I'm talking about 2 different things and I don't went all off task, but it is what it is. Y'all don't watch the videos anyway. Maybe one day. But yeah, so after All-Star, I think I found a job after that. No, I didn't. I went back to my uncle. That was like not a smart move because I never go back to a job after I left it because I left it for a reason. And let's see, after All-Star, I went to Grondike. I ended up getting my hazmat while I was working. I ended up getting my hazmat, found Grondike. That wasn't a good company. That ended up coming over here. So, like I said, I found this job, but I really didn't because the job found me. And now I'm looking for a job, and I feel like every job that I'm looking for, they're hiring people for a reason. So I really don't trust anything that I'm seeing with my lying eyes or anybody else's lying words. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Like I said, I'm just making a video. I dropped 2 videos today, but they ain't getting no views. So, alright, man, maybe something. My videos I dropped last week, they generated some views and give me some subscribers. So it is what it is. But if you made it this far, which I doubt you have, please consider like, comment, subscribing. And if y'all have anything to say about, it's good to subscribe because it generates some algorithm for me. So if you got something to say, comment down below. If you got my number, don't text me. Text it down here in the comments so we can go back and forth with it. It can generate some algorithm where it can go out into YouTube. That's how it works. So, got something to say, comment down below. And you gotta like all that stuff for the video, because that gets the algorithm going, not just watching. Gotta do XYZ. That's why I asked you, like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far, which I doubt you have. Peace.